Hey folks, let's pretend it's 1953, which is the year of my my car. I thought I'd give you guys an introduction to the fluid torque drive. It's an interesting feature in the drivetrain of this car. It's a flat 6 cylinder. It's not an automatic and it's not a standard. It's kind of semi-auto. So by 1953, I'm pretty sure the fully automatic transmission had already been engineered and in production, but it was probably a pretty expensive option. And for whatever reason, Chrysler decided to stick with it's called a fluid torque drive. So in the car, this is what really throws people off quite often, is they look in here and they see on the floor there's a clutch pedal, a brake pedal, and a gas pedal. That's the park brake right there. When you look on the gear selector, you've got reverse, low, neutral, drive. So it's not really a standard, but it has a clutch and no park. So the way it works is you've got high and low range. Low would be like bull low, really low, first and second. And then when you go into drive, it's kind of like third and fourth. It is, but you really don't need to start in first or second. You just drive around in town in third gear, fourth gear all day. Low, I think, is for pulling stumps or something, or maybe wagon cart fulls of vegetables. I don't know, you really don't need it. Maybe a really steep hill, you could be in low. It's really low. So anyways, you start the car up in neutral, and you push the clutch in, and then you put it in gear. So I'm going to give you guys an example of that, and what you do is you throttle up and you accelerate. And when you get to about, a higher RPM, you let off the gas and it automatically shifts to the next gear. So if you're in low, it'll go between first and second. And then when you come to a stop, it automatically downshifts into first. If you want to carry on from first to second, and you want to get over into drive, which is your higher range, you push the clutch in, move this gear selector down, shift it over into drive, then carry on in third. Once you get above about 30 miles an hour, you let off the gas, then it shifts into fourth. And you can really stay in high range all the time, like I said. So you pull up to a light, it automatically downshifts into third, because you're in drive already. So you pull up into a light, and you don't have to touch the clutch. It'll go down into third. It'll sit there at a light idling, in gear, with the clutch out, because of the torque converter. And what the torque converter is, maybe if you don't know, a torque converter is like a fluid coupling. It's like there isn't a gear between the engine and the transmission. It's like oil filled, and oil from one side of the torque converter spins around and goes to the other side of the torque converter, and it manipulates the torque infinitely variable torque load. So you can start out really low, and the torque converter spins faster and faster and faster and changes the torque, and then you can cruise along. So, anyways, I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to start it here. And I'm going to show you what to do. It's interesting. Cool piece of Mopar history. I don't know if anybody else did the fluid torque drive. I don't know. But maybe someone can fill me in and let me know. So, park brake. Neutral. We're in a park here. There's nobody around. So the clutch is in. I'm in neutral right now, so it makes no difference. Push the clutch in, get going, put it into drive. I'm really in third gear right now. Take off the brake. Because there's no park, you have to use that park brake. You can't leave it in gear and walk away. The car will roll away. So I generally carry like a wheel chock with me right here. I stuff it under the tire whenever I walk away from the car and I leave it parked somewhere, because the park brake can accidentally. It's not hard to just knock that, or see how it goes off really easy. You don't engage that properly, you walk away, and that just a little pump, it comes off, your car's gonna roll away. Anyways, okay, so here we are in third gear. We go down the road here. Clutch is now out, and as you can see, I'm sitting still, I'm not moving. Car idles just fine. Let my foot off the brake and accelerate. We're in third. And see if you can hear it shift here. Have a listen. A little little click. I let my foot off the gas. Now we're in fourth. Cruising along in fourth gear. And when I come to a stop, it'll automatically go back into third. Stopping. It's in third right now. Ready to go again. Let's try putting her in low gear. Move ahead here. Come to a complete stop. Let's reverse. Neutral. Okay, I'm in low now. Like I said, it's bull low. Maximum speed looks about 15 miles an hour. Let my foot off the gas. I listen. Just shifted. Now we're cruising along in second gear. Maximum speed is probably around 20-25 miles an hour. I'm gonna go to third now. I'm gonna go down, clutch in, over to drive, clutch out. I'm in third. And then accelerate as normal. I'm cruising along in third. Right now, let my foot off the gas, and it'll shift to fourth. Here you go. Now we're cruising along in fourth. That's pretty much it. So you pull up to a street light. It's pretty simple. I'll pull over here and you'll see. I'm still in drive. Clutch is out. Car runs just fine. I can put the clutch in. Pull the park brake. Shut her off. That's how I leave it. So that's how to drive a semi-automatic Chrysler from the 50s. Fluid torque drive. Interesting piece of American car history.